Apparently I've got a fan. That's, it's really sweet. It's very flattering. And, it's massively undeserved. But thank you. That's really nice. Asks me to give a shout out, so never done that before, but I'll give it a shot. Courtney Goldsmith! Alright, moving on. Hello, my fellow, who the hell is this guy? And welcome back to me. Yeah, I haven't uploaded in like a week, which is a long time for me. I went through a stage when I first started of uploading like almost every day. Definitely every second day, I would upload. The problem with that is I'm rapidly running out of ideas. And at this rate, I will be done by New Year. So I'm going to take it a bit slower now. Plus, I've had very important things that I've had to do. Super important. But you'll not hear about that. You probably had no idea I was gone. I mean, apart from a fan. Now, we're here to talk about the whole Doctor's wishy-washy approach to time travel. And more importantly, breaking the time travel rules. Now, a big complaint about the Moffat era is people saying, why did the Doctor go from...
Crossing into established events is strictly forbidden.
To...
Now, your past is going to change. That means your memories will change too. Bit scary, but you'll get the hang of it.
And these are perfectly legitimate questions. This kind of seems like bad storytelling. But you have to take into account the Doctor. And the fact that he changes. Now, one of the last times we see David Tennant's Doctor is in one of my, seriously, possibly my favourite episode ever. No, not The End of Time. I did not care for those two episodes. Apologies. The Waters of Mars, yes! This episode rocked. The Doctor pushed to his limits, sick of not being able to fix things, and he just says, enough's enough, screw the Lords of Time, they are mine. The Time Lords are gone, I am going to decide the fate of everyone. And the Doctor is really unhinged in this. And that's why I love it. Seeing the Doctor go so far, almost becoming evil. Seeing what would happen to him if he did actually go that far is pretty scary. And brilliant. And I think that is the reason why I and a lot of people were a bit disappointed by The End of Time. Because last we see the Doctor, he's in his TARDIS, he's scared about his incoming death. And then he says...
No.
Whoa, that gave me chills. Is the Doctor gonna go even further? Are we gonna see a bad side to the Doctor when he's gonna have to fight his own inner demons? I mean, we know the Master is coming back. Is the Master going to have to somehow take on the Doctor as the good guy, and the Doctor's going to have to realise the error of his ways? There's so much potential here, so much we can look into his character. What are we going to get? Skeletor Master. That's pretty cool. What about the whole going psycho? No, not that. Just skirting past. I'll mention again. That was pretty interesting. I gotta say, that no made it seem like he was going to. No, nothing. Doctor's a good guy. End of story. Darling. Now, before I get all the hate, there's plenty to love about this episode. I mean, Wilf is amazing. The Doctor generally, you know, is brilliant, you know, as per usual. I love David Tennant. And the reveal of the Four Knocks is mind-blowing. That was just... When I first watched that, and I think many people were sitting there going like, oh, we know something's going to happen, and then just... I won't spoil it and go, well, you've seen it. Obviously, you've seen it. But you know what I mean. But as a follow-up to that great setup of the Doctor being unhinged and not caring about the laws of time anymore, it was kind of a letdown. For me. If you like it, fair dues. And I think you see where I'm going with this. Now that Matt Smith comes along, and the Doctor had this little bit of a mental breakdown. Can I speak properly? God's sake. Stop doing a video for a week and suddenly my mouth stops working. Well, yeah. That was worth it. The Doctor might have realised he went too far at that one point, but he probably still realises that the Time Lords are in fact gone. And he is the only Time Lord left, so he kind of makes the rules here. He can bend them a little bit more. Enter Matt Smith and his wishy-washy approach to time travel. And he gets more wishy-washy as time goes on, leading right up to the time where his wishy-washy attitude brings back the Time Lords in the first place. Now, is this what Moffat was intending? I don't know. Is it what I like to think when I watch this show? You betcha! This is the kind of thing I like to do. I like to take things that are legitimately big complaints and I like to make them make sense a little bit within the context of the show, because the Doctor doesn't just change his body, remember, he changes his mind. I find that his core values usually stay the same, but whereas David Tennant's Doctor was more focused on, you know, his companions, Matt Smith's Doctor was more focused on mystery. Which is perfectly legitimate. Yeah. But that's all. I'm just going to explain a bit about what's going to happen in the future, because with Christmas coming up, it's a big one for me and my family. We have... well, last year we had 4 people, including me, and this year we have 13. So, yeah, it's kind of a hectic one. And I mentioned in the previous video that there's a wedding as well, so that's another thing on top of that. And I'll be seeing my little baby nephew for the first time ever. He lives in Australia with my sister, and I get to meet him for the first time, so that's going to be extra fun as well. Me being best man, I got to write a best man speech, and there's presents to sort out. I've got to figure out space around here to fit 13 people. It's just pretty hectic up till Christmas, so I do have an idea for a couple of videos, which hopefully I'll do in quick succession and then space them out a little bit. But if you stick with me, thank you. Most of you will probably be busy over Christmas as well. Remember to thummy, subby, you a dummy. And until next time,